Welcome, Areti. Hi. Hi, thank you for joining.
Hello, everyone.
Areti is one of my brilliant colleagues. I have supported Areti for a while now, and she just joined to say hi to all of you. She couldn't attend the whole event. Tell her how much she has missed of it and how valuable it was. And Areti, would you like to share something with all of us before we continue?
Of course.
I'm going to spotlight you.
That's great. So thanks for having me, Theodora. And I don't know, it's been a pleasure and an honor having worked with her. I just want everybody to know about that. My name is Areti. As Theodora said, I'm currently based in Brussels, Belgium, and today I'm just excited to share with you the experience of mine working with Theodora. But firstly, I'd like to say, like, why would you like to hear my story? And that might be probably because since you're here, you might be searching for the next level in your career or in your life, just like I was 9 months ago. I have to say that I like to be vulnerable, and so I am going to be today. And so 9 months ago, I was still an achiever for the wrong reasons. I was trying to, please my parents, my friends, my mentors, my teachers, or whoever else. I was also overwhelmed by the fact that none of the careers that I had chosen so far had fulfilled me on their own, like it's one on their own. 9 months ago, I was basing many of my decisions on fear of missing out, fear of losing time, and even losing money at times. 9 months ago, I used to hold myself back from, showing my voice, because I am a soprano singer as well. And so I was just holding it back from reaching its full potential because of guilt and shame that was accumulated in years for no reason, again, but you know how trauma works. 9 months ago, I was waiting for the external parameters, and namely like people or like my job or the weather to align so that I'm happy, pleased, and content. But also 9 months ago, my body decided to show me loud and clear that the way I was heading was not sustainable. So I started having tension headaches, and they wouldn't just go away like for months. And then this would be followed by anxiety attacks, which were reinforced by the fear of me living in a different country away from my family and friends. I visited all the doctors and I did an MRI and everything. So all the exams and the tests were coming clear. So it was clear that it was not physical, although it felt very real. And it was right that time, 9 months ago, that I trusted Theodora and I started with her. I said yes to myself, and I knew her years ago before we started. So I trusted her and we started, and she told me that night, I still remember that. She said, by the end of this course, you will be a different person. This is my goal. And so she committed to that, and I committed to that at the same time, because I had literally fire in my butt to just turn this around and make it work and find the answers I was looking for and heal myself and grow. And so I'd say that it wasn't magic. Really, it wasn't magic. I was receiving top class, amazing support and guidance, but at the same time, I was absolutely committed to making this change for myself. And so I was doing the work, I was consistent, and I was determined. So that was the secret to this working. So I am so pleased and proud and happy to be here with you to say that 9 months after, I literally want to like shout from the rooftops about that I am a completely different person indeed, and that having worked with Theodora has moved me from attachment to external parameters, like all the external parameters I mentioned earlier, to this deep connection with my authentic self. So it's this conflict always between attachment and authenticity. So I'm finding myself more coming closer to my authentic self, and I am experiencing this compelling sense of trust in my body and my instinct and my intuition. And whenever I hear it, it never proves itself wrong. So I'm absolutely happy about that. I'm more confident about my strengths and my talents. And 9 months after I have moved away from toxic relationships that were holding me back, I said yes to myself again, and I invested in top class, I'd say, voice lessons. And I am in a musical theater cast in Brussels as a soprano singer, and I'm just literally having the time of my life. I just love it. I have also realized that all the careers that have come to my way for the past decade, as an English language teacher, as a curriculum designer, as a product owner and designer of educational apps, also administrator in higher education, all these have been building the profile of an entrepreneur, and this is my goal right now. So the work that I've done with Theodora has unlocked this deeper, I'd say, dream and ambition that I had, and I was very fearful to even admit it to myself. But now I strongly believe that everything has been exactly the way it should be, and I am in the place that it's perfect for me to be right now. And so I'd say, like, working with my colleague Theodora has helped me to gain the skills to generate the trust that I really needed to produce from within and not acquire from the environment, so that I discover every day a life of abundance and freedom. And like she always says, gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. So I feel like every time, everywhere I go, there is a surprise around the corner waiting for me, and she has unlocked this ability in my eyes, I'd say, to see it. So thank you very much, Theodora. It's been a real blessing having met you, and I am so much looking forward to collaborating with you in the future again.
You're a blessing, Areti. Thank you so much. It's been I'm almost crying. I'm trying really hard to hold my tears back. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, because Areti has been a role model for me as well. She has been studying the recordings we did together, all the sessions. She has been watching and rewatching everything, so she can pick every moment, every second of what I was sharing. And now she's repeating all the things that I have told her. I don't even remember them. And Areti remembers everything. She has learned everything by heart, all the learnings. And now I guess you're ready to coach others, maybe. I don't know, to support others. You never know what's going to happen, but you're brilliant.
Thank you
for trusting me. Thank you for
Thank you. Thank you for your help and trust in me as well, because it was mutual. There was trust from both sides. And I think, like, in my journey of self-development, I am realizing every day that it's all about trust. Like, purchasing something is about trust. Meeting someone and telling them your story, it's about trust. Everything is about trust. Like, letting your kid to go out unsupervised is about trust. So I am realizing every day that this is the key. And if I am able to generate it from within, then everything else comes as a bonus. But what was happening before, it was that, like, all my teachers, my friends, boyfriends, family, they were holding the key of trust. Like, if they trusted me, then I felt trust about myself. But then if they didn't trust me or didn't show me, then I felt, okay, then I can't do it. I really need someone to tell me that I can do it, so that I do it. I go and do it. Like, I know that I can do it, but I need them to tell me or make me feel comfortable and confident about myself so that I go out and do it.
You kept asking for permission.
Yes.
To move on to anything.
Exactly.
And how limiting was that, right?
Very much, because like you taught me, you can't expect all the external parameters to align so that you get what you want. But Theodora taught me that it's not, I'm waiting for the external environment to align so that I'm good, but I am good and I'm starting to, and I go and find what I want. So it started then from within. And then when I started working on my voice, instead of trying to see who's paying attention or what they might be thinking or whatever, then I was really working on the support system of breath that I needed to make it work actually and sound professional. And so when I did that, then the affirmations were just coming from the outside without me asking for it. Like colleagues and experienced people, they were just coming to me. Or like, even like I went on holiday 2 weeks ago and I was just practicing in my room because my parents went somewhere. So I was alone and I was singing with the windows open. And then my mom comes and she says, oh, by the way, I spoke to the landlady downstairs. And I was like, okay, what did she say? She was like, were you listening to a tape, like an opera tape or something like that? And she was like, no, probably it was my daughter singing. She was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And she just kept praising me. And then she congratulated me after when she saw me face to face. But all I'm saying is that when I stopped striving for attention, then and I focused within, then the attention was coming as a bonus. Because I mean, we all love it, of course. It's part of connecting with each other, but it was a much bigger surprise coming without me asking or looking for it.
And tell us a few things about the prototype you have developed with Trinity College, which is about to skyrocket now.
Well, so this is a project that I designed while I was doing my master's in Trinity College in 2018, 2019. It's basically about training beginner English language teachers, but this can be applied to all teaching environments basically. And it's an absolute simulation of a real life lesson from the start until the end, and it works as a chatbot at the moment. So you're given 3 options, like 3 ways you can start your lesson, for example, and they are
like a pilot, like pilots train in simulator before they fly a plane. Same goes for teachers who could do training in a simulator. In your prototype, like the prototype is going to be developed in something more concrete. And
yes, it's basically playing on the approach, the teaching approach, and kind of making the teachers more perceptive to the needs of the learners themselves, because the aim is always to make a learner-centered lesson, so that the majority of students, like all students, can experience the lesson closer to their learning styles. So yeah, this is a tool that is not supposed to work in isolation, but to reinforce a course, an already existing course, a curriculum with specific learning objectives and outcomes. So this would be adapted to the course itself, and it would be a space where the trainees can practice the theories they're learning.
Best of luck with that. Best of luck. You're working with universities and investors about it. Best of luck. I'm sure you're going to see it somewhere. I'm sure some teachers are going to be training with this in the future. So best of luck. Give it up for Areti, please, team.
Thank you.